In June, the Supreme Court forced a similar ban on video sharing site YouTube to be lifted. Reporters Without Borders says by the end of last year, there were at least 60 journalists in Turkish jails. That watchdog calls Turkey one of the world's biggest prisons for media personnel. They are joined in that assessment by the International Press Institute. Let's talk about the wider issues of freedom of speech in Turkey. I'm joined now by Abdullah Bozkurt. He's a columnist for Zaman, one of the publications targeted in today's raids. He joins us from Ankara. Your view of what is happening in Turkey today to the media under this government?
Well, Jim, it's very simple. We found out the senior government officials and their family members, they have all involved in a major corruption scandal in the Republic's history, which involved $87 billion. And when we started writing about that and, exposing to the public from the case file, then we became a target by the same government. And it's as simple as that. We are the largest newspaper in Turkey with 1 million readers every day. And if you target the largest one, then everybody else in the media landscape, they fall in the line, they toe the line. So I think that is the part of the campaign that we saw today.
Abdullah, your newspaper is also seen as a supporter of Fethullah Gulen, a U.S.-based cleric that is now, he was once a supporter of Mr. Erdogan. He's changed his mind, and it seems that you have as well. Are those charges justified?
I think we have been critical of the government whenever we see some, major corruption, or wrongdoings going on in the government. But we didn't realize the magnitude and the extent of the corruption until this case was exposed a year ago. Now that we are approaching the anniversary of this corruption investigation, the government trying to target the largest media group, trying to create a distraction for the public opinion, so to feed the line, to feed the, the news cycle, and hoping to get away with it. And the reason they are getting a gag order on this corruption file is also serve the same purpose. They want to wrap this up under the carpet. They don't want the people to talk about it. It doesn't matter whether you are a journalist or not. If you're a judge who are issuing a judgment that doesn't into the liking of the government, President Erdogan may come out the next day and can easily accuse this judge as a traitor. And the same thing happened actually when the Constitutional Court overruled the Twitter and YouTube ban. It was bashed by President Erdogan in public rallies. Abdullah, and the same goes for the business people when they raise,
Abdullah, you're painting a picture of here, everybody is in it, everybody is susceptible to it. Is it a systemic problem in Turkey, or is it a problem with Mr. Erdogan?
I think both. It's a one-man show, no doubt about that. We have a president who is pulling the strings. We have a caretaker government, very low-profile prime minister, and he is the man who's calling the shots. But it also indicates there's a systemic problem within the government of Turkey. The institution is not strong enough to resist this kind of intervention in the freedom of speech or freedom of assembly and freedom of expression. And that's why you can easily find very friendly, very loyal judge who actually released the corruption suspects months ago, the same judge who signed up the arrest warrant for the editor-in-chief of the largest newspaper in Turkey today. Not only editor-in-chief of this newspaper, but also graphic designers, director and producer of a very popular TV series. They will all get arrested by the same judge order.
All right. Abdullah Bozkurt, a columnist he's joining us from Ankara tonight. I want to thank you very much for being with us and giving us your point of view in all of this. Now we're going to get another point. All right, we're going to get another point of view. The experience of journalists at Zaman differs from some of the pro-Erdogan